Ladies and gentlemen, have girls gone Bible? What do women want from men? We're reacting today to George Janko's podcast, interviewing two ladies. Their title of their channel is Girls Gone Bible. This is going to be interesting, but they're talking about what do women want? Because we've preached on this channel, become the best version of yourself.
We preach a lot. What do men want?
And we kind of give some insight to what women want based on my own experience in my marriage. But now you get to see from two women.
Let's see.
What does a man need to do to get you guys to notice him? You see videos of men, they need to grind and, you got to be the leader of the house and you got to, I don't know, the way they talk is just so aggressive. Like you need to kill an alligator with your hands and just be able to rip its blood at any time. Like it's just so much. And to me, it's just like, as long as I love and provide, I feel like,
gosh, they're beautiful.
I feel like
I would love a guy to rip an alligator's head.
Okay, so first of all, we do preach that as well. We preach that you're becoming the best, strongest version of yourself so that your woman feels safe. We never say you have to go out there and kill yourself for some dumb reason. You don't have to go and fight an alligator because you will die. You will absolutely die.
Yeah, the alligator will win.
I want to hear what these women do because they tend to be more conservative. So let's see what a conservative woman wants.
So no. Let's talk about it. Like, what is in your guys' eyes, right? Like, say, what I want to do is I want to put it in your guys' court. I'm tired of hearing men what women want. I want to hear what women want.
Fair.
From men, you know what I mean? Like, listen, I'm off the market, but if I was not on the market, I would not be listening to some dudes that are like, you know what I mean?
This is what women want. Like, let women tell you what they want.
I feel like you want to go to the I don't know. I don't go to a cow to ask them how eggs are. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, to me, it's a different dairy product.
We can speak biblically, we can speak spiritually, and we can speak practically.
Just talk real, like you guys, like how you guys are.
This is all we want, right?
We're very simple.
Very simple. We want a man who acts like a man, who's manly, who takes care of things.
Leader.
I don't need you to kill an alligator with your hands, but I need to feel so feminine around you because you are so masculine that I can turn my brain off because I know you've got it.
Yeah.
I trust you. I trust your intellect. I trust your character. I trust that I can close my eyes and follow you blindly and I'm going to be happy about where I end up. That's what it's about. We go out. I don't have to use my brain. I don't have to think. You know what I mean? Order the whole thing for us. Take me, plan the thing. Say you tell me where we're going. And we're all set. That's honestly, it's so lost on us. And yes, toxic masculinity, that's not good, but we need masculinity. It's really important. And that's what we try to push. And we live in a time of, unfortunate new age feminism and this whole idea that women and men need to be the same and they need to compete. And it's all from the enemy. It's all lies. None of it is good for us.
So you don't want to be equal?
We're equal in God's eye. We're equal in value. We're different in role and in the way that we operate.
Dude, we were spot on the money.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen some of our previous videos, we talk about becoming the best version of yourself and becoming masculine so that your woman feels safe in who you are, that she trusts you, that you take action and that you lead your family. So based on what she's saying, that's everything that we've said.
Yeah, it starts with the inner journey, right? You have to realize that you can't be something to your future spouse that you're not willing to do first in your own life. You have to take responsibility and actually go on that journey of self-improvement to become the very best version of yourself for that future spouse that you want to have. And that's what they're talking about is if you're a really strong, capable man and you lead well, then women will absolutely just want to partner and follow. Like, men are natural leaders, and you can't associate men and women being on the same playing field in terms of role.
Yeah.
In terms of value, absolutely agree with her.
I love what she said about that. We have the same value. I believe under God, we are same value, but we have different roles. And I love what she said about how she wants to feel feminine around him.
Yeah.
She wants that masculinity to draw out her femininity so that she feels safe and knows that he has it, that she can just turn off her brain and she knows her man is taking care of stuff.
Yep.
That's what we're talking about. Become the best version of yourself, men, and become strong so that a woman feels safe around you. If a woman feels antsy around you and she's always on pins and needles, not feeling secure in who she is, then you have failed. And I've done that in my own marriage. I've failed to where my wife didn't feel what these women are talking about. But as soon as I started to become stronger and better, you start to see the light bulb go off of rest.
But I also push back a little bit on that because it does go both ways.
Oh, 100%.
Right? If the woman is toxic, just naturally toxic, or she's been through trauma, even if you're a really good man, you're really strong, you're really masculine, and you're leading in that way, she might not want to follow.
Especially with the feministic society we have now.
Toxic modern feminism is what we're talking about. We're not talking about traditional feminism where women wanted to be led well and they wanted to partner with a good man. And if a guy's at the height of his masculinity, the woman can absolutely fall into that feminine nature that she was born to be. And the moment you start conflating the genders and you start men wanting to become women and women want to become men, then it turns into toxic chaos.
Yeah, there's no balance.
Yeah, and that's why we have the highest divorce rates in America right now that we've ever had.
I'm sorry, that's what I meant. My bad. Not
No, that's good. That was a good
you're
question.
You're valued a little bit less.
Oh, they're so cute.
Because I think that's beautiful, and I think I agree with you, and that's what I feel with George.
Yeah.
And
this is what
I'll go fuck up an alligator though.
His fiance.
And to point that out, because he's always like when I'm with him, I feel so safe and feel so like careless. So like I'm with him, like da 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 da, and he was like, dude, you worry me. Like, are you? Like, if I'm like being like, oh, I'm clumsy in general, but if I'm being clumsy or sometimes like, I don't know, you're just with him so you feel safe, so you're not really like thinking much because you're just like, I'm like, I know we're good. And I'm like, don't worry. Like when I'm by myself, I'm very aware of everything that's going on around me. But when I'm with you, I'm not like, okay, this person's there and this person's here and this person's there because I'm with you. But when I'm by myself, I'm like super like, okay, like paranoid.
Shauna, I love that so much. You're absolutely right, because Ari and I talk about this all the time, how as women, like it's important to be able to tap into your masculinity. It's really important because that's like the dominant, like organized, aware, like heightened version of yourself. Whereas being feminine is like being more relaxed. I say it all the time that like I have to be, when you have a job as a woman, when you have a career, or like especially you're self-employed or you have things to do, you got to be a little you have to be dominant.
Yep.
So if I have to be dominant in like all these areas of my life, for the love of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, I want to come home and I want to turn it off. You know what I mean? Like I don't
She's at the front door as man's wearing an apron. Honey,
please
come here. Smell these muffins that we do.
smell these muffins.
But you know,
You like these new Croc boots I got? You're like, but that also comes with when you guys submit though.
Oh yeah.
If women don't want to submit, we
George.
can't be the leader,
Yes.
right? Because
Yep.
I'm not gonna pin you down and be like, submit.
Yep.
Like like
exactly.
it has to be willing. She was willingly ready to submit to me. Like
Pause
when
it,
we're
pause
out
it.
in public,
I want to comment on this. What is your idea of healthy submission? Because George can throw terms out like when you submit to me, but in this culture and era, it's very important to understand the actual definition behind a word in a healthy way.
I have a really big idea. I know to me what that means, but I want to hear George's opinion first, and then I'm going to kind of critique and give my opinion on it.
Got it.
I'll talk about this. If I say, hey, be quiet, turn around, get in the car, we've already discussed that, hey, if I tell you this means we're in danger. I need you to shut your mouth, start looking around, grab your shit, get in the car, we're leaving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we might have eyes on us that somebody's gonna rob us in LA or something's happening. But if I said, hey, be quiet, get in the car right now, she's like, don't tell me to be quiet. Don't tell me to be quiet. I don't know my father. You're not my father. And I'm like, all right, get shot then and run. I'm gonna get in the car. You know what I mean? Like, you want to act like this? Go ahead, get it.
Yeah.
But you know what she does? She goes, okay, and she grabs, because the first thing she thinks when she sees me say this is, okay, he provides for me in every single possible way, right? He provides financially, spiritually, loving. Okay, I did all this and I earned her respect.
Right.
Now she submits to me. A lot of men don't want to provide these things, and they're just expecting their women to submit for no reason.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're ready to split the bill with your chick that you asked on a date,
Please.
don't ask her to submit to you, bro. You guys are now equal. She's paying for half the bill.
And I feel like
What's
too, a lot of
going on
people are
with that?
expecting, they want the end result without like all the work that comes with beforehand. You know what I mean? They expect that end result of like, you have my trust and all that stuff, and we have this understanding, without having those hard conversations, without like putting in the work and everything he did to build up our relationship.
She just reminded me of something I wanted to talk to you guys about.
You guys are so cute.
Talking about a relationship, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
Sorry.
I like it, but I disagree in the fact that it's the way that you talk to her as well, because telling your woman, just shut up, get in the car, we're going to get robbed. Shut your mouth, get in the car. It's like, no.
So
There's a way to do it, and that's honoring, that conveys the same message.
I agree and disagree on one way. He's talking specifically about physical safety,
Yeah.
because there's other areas, for example, if I want to go to a restaurant, hey, babe, we're going to go to a restaurant. And if she's like, no, but I want to have Korean food and not Italian. I'm not going to say, shut up, we're going where I want. So he's talking about safety, and there's a specific urgency when you use specific language. Now, I'm not going to say that specifically to my wife. I might say it that intensely without cursing. But when your wife trusts you, like he was saying, and like
which is
earned, when she knows that I provide for emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, all these other areas, and she knows, wow, he has me.
Yeah.
If I were to look at my wife and I say, get in the car now, shut up, get in the car right now, she would know there's a reason because I've built that trust with her. I'm not going to tell her that in everyday life. I'm not going to come home and she's going to want to start talking to me and I've just had a long day and she's like, so, blah, blah. And I'm like, just shut up. I can't do this. No, that's disrespectful and dishonoring to your woman.
Yeah.
But when it comes to physical safety, it's the same thing. If someone were to break into our house, I would be like, and she starts talking, be like, hey, shut up, go in the closet. Like, hey, just this and that, because I need to go check right now. And I'm going to be whispering this to her. But she knows in that situation, the intensity of my language shows that I am very serious about the situation. So yes, maybe you can change it a little bit, but it needs to be intense so that she knows, hey, he might not normally do this, but in this perilous situation, he's telling me to do this very abruptly. Mm-hmm. So I need to listen to him.
Yeah, I mean, trust is built over time. Like, you can't expect a woman to submit to you if you're 50-50 on everything, like they mentioned. If I'm going out on a date, or even if I'm married and I'm say, hey babe, let's split the bill. Or if we're like engaged, hey babe, let's split the bill. And then I expect you to submit to me. I'm not doing my masculine role as a man to provide, protect. Then she shouldn't have to.
She feels like she has equal stock in every area of the relationship. Yeah. We're not roommates. And that's the problem a lot of people think is when you get married, okay, you both have a job.
Yeah.
Even if you're making similarly, I would say, hey, babe, so let's allot a certain amount for each of us to have each month. If we're going to combine our finances, that's fine, but I'm in control of the finances if you want to work. Because now some women are better at budgeting and stuff than men. That's fine. But when it comes to the man providing, you have to give him.
You can't strip him of his honor.
You can't strip the man of his honor, but also the man can't be condescending and dominating.
Lord that over you.
He needs to know, hey, I have this woman. She is so valuable. It is my honor to take care of her and to lead her. If you don't value her,
you won't lead her
like that. You won't lead her properly, and then she won't feel valued.
And she'll resent
you.
If
a woman feels valued, then she's going to want to submit
she'll
to you.
resent you for it.
And she'll resent you for it.
Yeah.
So I like what he's saying, but yeah, he was talking mostly about physical safety. Let's see if there's anything else.
You guys are seeing us and I want to apologize to you guys.
I love it. Honestly, I feel so comfortable.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Can you give me a sip of that?
I know. Now I'm
No,
ready.
we have extra. We have so many.
We share everything.
Okay. But I actually want to tie into what you just said. The one thing that we did in this relationship, because I knew it was going to last, is I set my boundaries right from the jump. Mm-hmm. I go, if you walk unaccordingly to God, you be so fast outside, you have no idea. Mm-hmm. Like, I will never love you as much as my God. And this is what comes with how I act. If you want this type of man, then you could be here. The man who's going to provide, that's going to love you, that's going to be there for you. But also, don't give me attitude and don't ever try to check me with authority. I'm not trying to discuss leadership here. It's either you're coming or you're being left behind. There is no conversation about this. And there was never one she was like, oh my God, how dare you? No, why? Because she was like, no, I'll sign up for that. That makes sense. Yeah. I want a man that I know I'm protected by. I know that loves me. I know that, oh God, he fears God. So he's not going to go and mess around with another chick behind my back.
That's right.
So choose what is okay with you and establish that in the beginning of your relationship. Do not fall in love with potential. Fall in love with patterns.
You don't have to be with somebody if you don't like them. If you don't want to submit to them because you don't trust where they're taking you, or you don't like these things about them, then that's not your man. Yeah. If you're not fully in submission to him and the way that he lives his life, it's because he's not for you. Yeah. And two, submission, like biblical submission, is a two-way street. I submit to you willingly because I want to, because I respect you. And then you also earn my submission. You also are, you be the man that is worth submitting to. Yeah.
Serve.
And so I'm just like, it's a two-way thing. I have to submit to you. I have to respect you, even if because we're all sinners. So every man, no matter how great your man is, he's going to fall sometimes. He's not going to live up to God's standard all the time. And you have to look at him as the head of the household, even during that time.
Yeah.
And then as a man, you have to make sure that you are doing everything in your power, loving your wife the way that Christ loves the church every single time.
Yeah.
But it's always a two-way street. It's a willing submission.
I like that. You know what I noticed is that one girl, she talked the whole time. I didn't even get to hear what the other girl had to say.
I know.
So we'll react more to Girls Gone Bible. Probably you're going to see this Girls Gone Bible. And I just want to say you are you're gifted communicators, beautiful, God-fearing. That's the type of woman a man wants.
And I love what she said, that for women, be careful who you choose.
Yes.
Because you can't choose a over-the-top, authoritarian, dominating, like abusive man and then expect him to take care of you emotionally in all those areas. Choose a man that you're willing to sign up for, like he did with his fiance. He said she's ready to sign up for that because she knew from the beginning that I'm going to lead her in a Christ-like and take care of her financially, spiritually, emotionally, and all those other ways. So be careful who you choose, because you can't get mad when that person doesn't change. You have to marry the person and understand, if they don't change, I'm happy with that.
They can't give away a strong, toxic man can't give away what he doesn't have. If you don't have a solid foundation as a man, you can't give that away.
And he will give you what he has.
Yes.
So if he's toxic, they will be toxic.
It will be super toxic.
But we appreciate you guys. We'll do more reactions to I Love George Janko, Girls Gone Bible. They're conservative women that give so much valuable information onto what a healthy relationship looks like. So it's great. But we'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe.
Peace.
Peace.